What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Friday live stream with TreeCityTrading. My name's Wes. We're just hanging out. Hope everybody had a good week at work, had a good day at work. It's Friday night. We're hanging out. We're talking crypto. We're going over some charts. We're going to take a look at the Zen ecosystem. Got some news coming out over there. We got the XenShiba launch tomorrow morning. Let me know if the music's too loud. This might be a bit much. Switch back to the lo-fi. There we go. All right, so let's get into it. Kind of a slow Friday night. Everybody's out partying. We're just hanging out. So as always, we'll start off with Bitcoin on the daily. And man, it's been a great day. You can see the daily candle just closed about 6 minutes ago, and we had a big old green candle right now. Bullish engulfing for the daily candle yesterday. Extremely bullish candle. We got a little red nub, but this candle just opened, so anything could happen. I'm predicting we're gonna move back up to the upside. Probably hit the top of this resistance that we've been flirting with. Looking like it's gonna be a good weekend. Take a look at our indicators. I mean, everything's pretty much right in the middle, so it really could go either way, but starting to get some bullish news coming out, so that's nice. What's up, Casey James? What's up, Tazenian? What's up with YouTube? It says I have no one watching me right now, but I see people in the chat. Tomorrow, XenShiba and Phoenix ETH pool flush. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm ready for XenShiba. I wish I had some more Phoenix stakes. I have some, a little bit. I think I have one actually. DXN's in the 7s. I know, I DCA'd earlier. I actually made a little purchase. I bought 10 of them. Just buying little bits of DXN, staking it. I think I'm up to like 60 DXN now, just staking, getting the ETH rewards. Trying to keep up with the supply growth. But if we head over to crypto bubbles, man, what a great day. After Pulsechain and Pulsex started dumping over the last couple days, they had a huge day today, up 24% for Pulsechain, 23.7% for Pulsex. Hex is up 12%, Tron's up 11%. Got some big movers on a big green day. We got Bitcoin going up. Radix is up 6.5%, Immutable X is up 8%, Mask is up 8%, ARB's up 8%, so we got a lot of big movers today. After the long day though, big pump, we're starting to get a little bit of a cool off now that the daily candle closed. Things are just kind of sitting sideways, down about 0.5% across the board, but Pulsechain and Pulsex are still pumping. Let's head over to Dex Screener, take a look at our watch list. And as always, we'll start off with the main watch list, which is kind of a mix of everything. And Pulsex, man, that's awesome, and Pulse. Both up 27% in the last 24 hours. That's nice to see. Got Hex up 11%. And then unfortunately we have DXN down. It did fall into the 7s briefly, as Casey James mentioned, but up 5% over the last hour. I think people are buying the dip. They're seeing that opportunity. So it's back up to 834. But yeah, we had quite a sell-off earlier. It's kind of weird. It was like before the lobby too, which was, you can see we're just kind of trending down as we have been, really hugging this bottom support line, occasionally fall through, then bounce back above it. But I'd like to go see it come back and touch the top of it, maybe break out, but we need some bullish news. We need some things happening. I think all the Zenians know what's happening. We got the DB's NFTs and we got the moon, the moon party, all this fun stuff happening, but we got to get the word out. That's what I'm here doing. So let's go back to our watch list, see what we got. Yeah, look at Pulsechain. Holy shit. Incentive tokens up 27%. So that's up 27% across the board. Zen on Pulse is up 122%. That's wild because I had that mint yesterday and I was like, I might as well keep it. Now it's up 122% on the day. That's nuts. I'm about to go see how much that's worth. I minted that yesterday and it was like a It cost me like 30 or 40,000 pulse to mint, and it was only worth like 10,000 pulse yesterday. So let's see how it's looking today. Haven't logged in yet. Gwei sitting at 23 right now. That's nice. Man, we made it. We made a killing with that move yesterday too. I pulled out of all the pools yesterday right at the bottom, and since then it's up 30%. If I wouldn't have pulled out, I would have lost a lot of pulse. I would have got some of my stable coins back, but I pulled all that pulse, and now it's liquid, and this was $100. Now it's 225. I'll take it. Some nice gains right there. But let's take a look at the PZen here. Yeah, it was only 6 million. I mean, that doesn't really look like it's up 100%. It's about where it was. It's funny. It's about $1. All right, let's see what we got. Let's head back over to Deck Screener. Dive back into the watch list. Casey James says, I'm debating whether to wait to buy more ETH Zen or ETH DXN because Zen's falling too. For sure. It's tough. I haven't bought Zen. I only buy Zen to burn it. You know, I'm trying to keep my mints, and then the only time I actually buy Zen is if I want to burn it. Because you're right, that price is so volatile. At any moment it could shoot up, but it can also continue to be minted, and that supply grows and the price goes down. So it's a tough call. It's definitely not one I like to hold. I like to do stuff with it, turn it into DXN, stake that, and then earn the ETH yield. That's, you know, making the money work for you. That's what it's all about. Oh, that was Zen Classic that's up 122%. The PZen's actually down 2%, so that makes more sense. The one that's not actually the real thing is bumping. That's good though. I mean, that's good to see. I got a bunch of Zen Classic mints, especially in the month of August. Almost every day in August. So that should be fun. Now I'll get to claim them on Pulsechain and on Ethereum, so that's cool. Sorry, having some allergies. It is so hot. All these trees are killing me. And here we're looking at the Zen ecosystem, all the different blockchains. Down quite a bit today. It's just that supply growing. As I always say, don't look at the price. As long as you mint, you take profit, or you burn, you do your thing with it. But look at Avalanche Zen, up 10% in the last 24 hours. That's pretty nice. Zoom into the 15-minute here. Yeah, that's pretty sick. AVAX has been taking off lately. What are we at from the bottom here? About 60% from the bottom. That's nice. A little avalanche machine. It's cool. How's Phoenix doing today? Phoenix on Matic down 10%. Phoenix on Zen about even. DBZen. DBZen on Binance up 15%. On Matic up 7%. But man, that ETH token, it's killing me. It's gonna find a bottom, and it's gonna make new all-time highs, but you can see I was kind of speculating earlier. Even if it does go to the top of the pattern, it's probably gonna come back down. I would not be surprised. I think $5 is a little low, but I wouldn't be surprised if we have low 7s or high 6s. You know, if it does something like this and kind of then comes back up, you're looking at like 675 right there. Could definitely see that. But I continue to DCA just in case. I think it's a solid project. I believe in it. Casey James says the only thing that there doesn't seem to be any catalyst after XenShiba until July 4th. Going off Jack Levin's cryptic tweet about July 4th. Yeah, for sure. I'm not even sure what July 4th is. I heard it might be the moon party. I was thinking it might be like X1 or XN related. It could be a BRC20 thing. Who knows? Could be the DB's NFTs that are coming out. Could be the launch of Xenon on ETH. I'll have to dive into that. Then we have this bigger pattern here. If it comes all the way down here, whew, back to a $3 DXN after being almost $100, that'd be wild. So what else we got going on here? Let's take a look. Yeah, Zen's looking a little dumpy. Oops. I mean, it's not all the way back to where it was in March, but hopefully these, you can kind of see this support here. Hopefully this holds. Actually, let's do a triangle or a rectangle. Where is that? Right about there. Yeah. Ooh. It's looking a bit iffy, that's for sure. Hopefully it can, this is a little bottom here and it'll kind of swing back up, but you never know. Always sucks seeing Zen at the bottom, but we know how that coin works. We see Aptos down a little bit, but that also had a nice pump today. What's this? From this bottom here, up 20%. That's nice. VMPX down to 4 cents. Whew. That first day pump was wild. I've never experienced anything like that. My first BRC20. What's up, D Angel? Welcome, welcome. If you guys want me to look at any coins, look at any charts or anything, definitely let me know. Just kind of going through some things. Getting ready for the XenShiba launch tomorrow. It kind of caught me off guard. I didn't realize it was so early in the morning on a Saturday. The launch is in less than 12 hours, so I was like, wait, it's UTC time. That's 8 a.m. I thought it was 12 p.m. Eastern time. Forgot time zones existed. So I'll be waking up at 7, making some coffee, getting all ready, and we'll be going live right at 8 a.m. Probably quarter to 8. I got some MZen ready to burn, so that should be fun. Got about 15 billion. Speaking of which, ooh, look at MD. Oh, that's wrong one. DXN's pumping on Matic though. That's cool. But yeah, Matic's still going down 3% in the last 24 hours. It's a little below my buy price. This is my buy, trying to get one of those Shiba NFTs. I think those are fun. That'll be fun to show off on the channel. Get a nice little Zen reward with those things. Where'd that go? So yeah, we'll be waking up early. We'll be attending the XenShiba launch. We'll be live right here. Hope you guys come show up. Shout out to the 6 watchers. Hope you guys like, subscribe, and share. But it's kind of nice in the light paper. They updated the light paper. I mentioned in the video I released recently. If you guys want to get caught up on XenShiba, go check out that video. It's basically just a project rundown. But it's kind of nice in the version. They did mention they're coming out with another version with some more news after launch, but they added some possibilities if you wanted to mint a certain XenFT. So like if you wanted to mint the Shiba, the limited, which is the middle tier, you're going to need about 240 million XenShiba in tier 1, which is going to cost you about 15 million MZen. So that's kind of what I'm going for. I'm going to try to get one of those as cheap as possible. That should be pretty fun. Casey James says, well, you think the NFTs will run out the first few minutes? I do. I really do. I mean, even if even if it's only a couple people, I think people are going to whale into it, especially the big ones. You know, there's a lot of Matic Zen out there. That's by far the biggest chain. If we come over to zen.pub, we can actually compare the supplies on the biggest between the chains on the Zen dashboard here. Oh, I guess I was wrong. Yeah, Binance and Phantom and OKX are bigger. I guess Polygon would be the biggest one that I'm on, other than Phantom. But there's 9 trillion Zen floating around there. That's going to be ready to burn. Obviously, it's going to be interesting to see if the percentage is equal to the Zen Doge. You know, I wonder what percentage of the supply Zen Doge burned. It would be wild even if they touched like 1%. Burn 9.5 billion. That would be nuts. Do you think Zen can be a stable coin with the right backing? I don't know about it. The one thing about Zen is it doesn't have much liquidity. So if it had better liquidity pools, more traders, more volume, I think it could be, but we just got to get the word out. You know, we're looking at Matic Zen, MZen, and there's less than $50,000 of liquidity right now. So if someone had $50,000 you know, of MZen, they could really kill the price, which isn't much at all. In contrary, if someone bought $50,000 worth of MZen, that'd be a huge green candle because there's no liquidity. It's less than $1 million market cap right now. It's $500,000 market cap on MZen. That's wild. Jack's gonna fork Polygon to develop X1. Yeah, for sure. It's not it's actually the ZK, the ZK, what's it called? ZK EVM, which is actually awesome. I mean, the ZK EVM is really some futuristic technology. Scalability, performance, security. It's basically just Polygon on steroids. Super fast, extremely low gas fees. I don't think it's going to be a fork like Pulsechain. You know, when you start throwing that word fork around, you kind of have... Pulsechain's kind of weird with how they did the copies and stuff. That's not typical. I think Jack will take the base code, you know, the basics, and then kind of develop on top of that. Which you can see in the video that I did for the X1 node. It'd be cool if this pops up. Run X1 node. Hey, there I am. That's tight. But in this code, you can actually see, yeah, right here, it's running the Polygon edge node. And that node is formatted, has some extra attributes for the X1 blockchain. And this is just the DevNet, but definitely if you're interested in how the blockchain works, if you want to see what it's like forked from and everything, go check out this video. I'm trying to answer a lot of questions on how to run a node. My goal eventually is to actually run a validator on something like Ethereum or Pulsechain, but the barrier to entry is the cost. It's so expensive to do that. And to run a single validator on ETH, you need 32 Ethereum. For Pulsechain, it's 32 million Pulse. It's like I have 1 million Pulse. I need 32 times more than I have just to run a validator. But when you run the validator, you actually earn more by validating the transactions. It's also risky. You can definitely, if your validator goes down, you can get slashed and lose rewards and everything. So yeah, I definitely recommend if you're interested in a X1, how it's gonna work. Go play with the DevNet. It's pretty fun. You can mint Zen over there. I mean, there's not a lot going on, but it works. It's a copy of the Polygon Edge. What's the difference between X1 and XN? One's the network and one's the token. So I believe it's the XN token and it's the X1 network. Kind of like Polygon and Matic, or Avalanche and AVAX. Yeah. So I got my 15 million MZen ready to burn, and then hopefully I get the tier 1. I saw they had a poll earlier. I was wondering about that, if that passed or if that was actually going to be a thing. But let's go check that out. If they're talking about the tiers and how they're going to change the tiers rather than being at an amount, there's going to be a time limit. How much MZen are you burning? I'm in the small tier. I'm in the middle, 13 billion. I wish I had 50 billion. That's a couple $1,000 at MZen. I didn't really participate in these other chains until later on. I was in Ethereum on day 1, but I didn't really want to get into Polygon and Phantom and Avalanche at first. I just kind of had my mindset on Ethereum. But then once they said that you can burn and get an allocation for X1, I'm like, oh man, I got to get in on these cheaper chains. I can burn a lot more Zen. You know, it's relatively cheaper. I'm not paying a $20 gas fee. I'm paying a $10 or a 10-cent gas fee, or a 1-cent gas fee. It's pretty nice. What's up, LS? Strawberry Moon tomorrow. Get more points per burn. Hell yeah. So this is what they're talking about. So hi Zenians, what should the interval be between each minting tier for XenShiba? If green, then after 30 minutes, regardless of whether all XenShiba tokens are minted out, the difficulty will increase and the mint rate decreases to the lower tier. So I said, shouldn't the minting tiers be based on the amount of XenShiba and not time? Maybe I'm not understanding. And they said exactly, we're accessing other options. So that was a little strange. I'm planning on burning the first 30 minutes anyway, so if they do the tiers by time, then I'll definitely have the bonus. But it's kind of weird if you're not there at 8 a.m. and 8:30 and 9 and 9:30, you're gonna miss the first 4 tiers. You know, they're gonna be on the last tier within like the first couple hours. I don't really understand what they're thinking. I hope they keep it the same. I hope they do it with the supply. But either way, I'm excited to burn some Zen. It's for a good cause. For the community. I thought this was pretty funny. The Elon Musk posted X. Then Jack posted it, and then I replied to him, and people are replying to me. It's pretty cool. It's like a whole chain. I like it. Keep the chain going. It's pretty cool. Hope you guys give me a follow over on Twitter. We're just hanging out. It's Friday night. Not much to do. Going over some crypto. If you guys want me to look at any charts or talk about any projects, prepping for the Shiba NFT launch and the XenShiba launch tomorrow morning at 8. So did they make a decision on that? I'm curious if they're... So they're listing XenShiba on the following aggregators. That's awesome. That allows people to buy, basically. We'll be releasing XenShiba Light Paper a few days after launch tomorrow. It's been a very busy, hectic 2 weeks. XenShiba will be a game changer, thanks to the Zen community. Yeah, see, I don't understand why they just want to fly through the tiers. I don't really understand that. I mean, if they do 30-minute tiers, it's gonna... Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Have you voted on this yet? Do so quickly. All right, guys, it's about that time. We're going to do our Friday segment. Let me cut off this music real quick. One second. I'm going to load up this little intro here. All right, here we go. I just noticed something. We're going to try that again. Yeah, that's not good. All right, sorry. Let me try that one more time. What's up, everybody? Tree City West here with another edition of Tree City DCA. Every Friday, we dollar cost average $100 into crypto. And today, it's going to be our fourth week, and let's see what we could find to DCA into. It's definitely been a kind of a green day, which is, it's always, you typically don't want a DCA on a green day, but we're doing the type of DCA where it's every Friday, so today is Friday, so let's get it. You know, there's always the chance it could keep pumping, so might as well get in. As I mentioned last week, in the previous weeks, I like to keep a nice ratio. And one cool thing about CoinStats here is we can actually come over to the charts and it'll show us the different ratios that we have. So basically I have 32% Bitcoin, 25% ETH, and then smaller percents of the other altcoins. So I think I'll start off today buying some Bitcoin. We'll buy some Bitcoin, ETH, and Cardano. I think that's pretty solid. I want to, especially Cardano. It's one of my favorite projects. I don't have enough of it, so I'm going to split the DCA this week 3 ways, and we're going to buy the big caps, the big boys. We'll buy some Bitcoin, some Ethereum, and some Cardano. So let's go over to our portfolio tracker here. I'm going to add a transaction, and we'll pull up our calculator. Perfect. Oops. All right. So the current price of Bitcoin is $27,212. I'd like to buy about $30 or $33.33. So we're going to buy 0.00122 of Bitcoin. So go ahead and add a transaction, add some Bitcoin, 0.00122. And now we're up to $133 of Bitcoin, which is currently 40% of our portfolio. That's solid. I'd like to get that up to 50%, so we'll continue to buy some Bitcoin. But for our second purchase today, we're going to buy $33 of Ethereum. So let's go back to our list here. Current price of Ethereum is 1907. So we're going to go 33 divided by 1907. We're looking at 0.174 ETH. Go ahead and add a transaction for ETH. Going to buy 0.0174. And that puts us up to $110 of ETH. That's pretty nice. We're up to 0.05. So I'll take that. That's solid. And we have $33 more. So let's put that final $33 into Cardano. The price of ADA is currently 37 cents. Oops. So we're going to put 33 divided by 0.3777. 771. So we're going to buy 88 Cardano with our $33. And as you can see, there's nothing too flashy, nothing too crazy. With the dollar cost average, I like to keep it with the high caps. I know it's crypto, but I'm going to say lower risk coins. It's really been a really flat market the first 4 weeks. So far we've put in $400, and I'm actually making these purchases and keeping them in a separate portfolio. So far we've put $400 in, and we're up to $405.20. So not much movement at all. We're just kind of hanging out right around break even. So that's nice, but we're starting to get that bullish feel. So definitely thank you for checking out the Tree City DCA. We'll be here every Friday. Doing the $100 crypto DCA. If you come over to the website, TreeCityTrading.us, you'll actually be able to track the portfolio as it goes. So definitely check out TreeCityTrading.us. Check out Tree City Trading on YouTube. You can follow the portfolio, and I hope everybody has a good time. Thank you. All right, let's get back to it. Turn the music up. Let's go. All right, thanks for watching that with me, guys. Another $100 DCA. So Casey James says, do you feel like algo will go below 10 cents based on charts? That's a good question. Let's take a look. Algo is one of my biggest holdings, to be honest. I'm a big fan of Algorand. I think it's definitely a unique blockchain. They have a lot of really cool stuff going for it. But let's check it out. Actually, let me switch back to my main chart here. I should have some TA here on Algo. So this is kind of what I've been looking at Algo. I mean, oh wait, this is Bitcoin. What the hell? You said 10 cents? Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, it's interesting you said 10 cents. I actually have a resistance from way back here. This was February 2020. It got all the way down to 9 cents. So that's kind of a last resort support, right around 0.0923. It did have a nice 2 green day candles in a row. Not huge, but it's definitely moving up a little bit. But it's more of this consolidation pattern. What I hope this ends up being, because you can see we had that wedge there and it broke perfectly to the measured move. And it's kind of doing the same thing, just kind of consolidating. Hopefully this ends up being a double, triple bottom type scenario. Then we move back up to the upside. But yeah, you can see back here, we fell through this support. This was the low of September 2019. And now we're kind of hoping this one holds. I mean, it's definitely looking a bit bearish for Algo. But it's a project I believe in. I've been scooping some. That's why we have some in our portfolio here. We're actually up 79 cents on it. So the chart looks pretty bad, but we're really just moving sideways, kind of sweeping the bottom. Anyone do the liquid loan sacrifice a year ago? I did not. I did do the 9-inch sacrifice though. That's kind of funny. If you guys don't know what 9-inch is, it's the 1-inch version of, but it's on Pulsechain. So they have a little sacrifice going on right now. I had a little extra pulse or whatever. Switch this over to Pulsechain. I had like a sacrifice total. It was like 600,000 points or something. Yeah. I'm not sure if this is a lot, if this is good. I got in on the first day though, so hopefully I get this nice multiplier. Day 1 through day 10. Get 10,000 sacrifice points for 85 cents. So I got 600,000 points. I'll take it. Could go to 0, got no expectation of profit, but I figured I'd hop in the sacrifice. Why not? Pulsechain needs some help. You know, PulseX is all right, but the whole rewards thing kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So I know there was that Daytona Dex that dropped. I haven't really looked at that. Daytona Finance. So that looks interesting, but hopefully they get some more projects, get some more dexes over there. That'd be nice. You guys want to see some wild shit? Something I was kind of experimenting with earlier. You guys know I'm a big nerd, right? And I'm into ChatGPT and everything. I got a couple videos of crypto AI reviews. All those videos were with Google Bard and the free version of ChatGPT, but I finally broke down and got the paid version, the ChatGPT Plus, with the add-ins. And holy shit, these add-ins are insane. The things you can do. Like, watch this. So I enabled these two add-ins. One's the web pilot, which will actually browse web pages and check for data. And the other one's the link reader, which can actually read PDFs, PowerPoints, word images. Actually, I'm going to uncheck the web pilot. We're going to do something crazy with this link reader. So what I'm going to do is head over to Zen.network. And you cannot do this with the free version of ChatGPT, but I have a link to this PDF here. This PDF is the Zen white paper. Now that I have this link reader plugin in ChatGPT Plus, I can pop the white paper in here and say, give me an outline of why Zen is great. And the link reader add-in will actually download the PDF, analyze it, and then it's going to answer my question with the data it pulled off of this PDF. So it's not using that 2 to 3 year old data set that it always uses. It's actually going to read the Zen white paper and tell me all about the Zen white paper. So it mentions community building, fair launch, simplicity and transparency. It's an ERC20 token with a minimum amount of code. It's free, it's inflationary, it's decentralized. Zen is immutable and cannot be changed or stopped. It's proof of participation, which we're all aware of, fair distribution. So it's literally reading the white paper and telling us all the great things about Zen. That's such a game changer. That is so nuts to me. I mean, ChatGPT was cool when it had its own limited data set. You can kind of feed it little snippets of things and see what it says, but now that you can feed it PDFs and white papers, you can really see what these crypto projects are about. Can you explain the EAA and AMP formulas? I'd be happy to explain the EAA and AMP formulas as they're presented in the Zen Light paper. The early adopter amplifier. Like what? It can just spit all this out like it's nothing. The AMP reward amplifier. This is a time-dependent constant that decreases every day after Genesis time. Yeah, the paid version's only 20 bucks a month. And you can have this thing write scripts, so I could be like, write a 5-minute script about the Zen white paper. Make it super cheesy. In a world where cryptocurrencies are common as cat videos on the internet, one coin dares to stand out from the crowd. Introducing Zen. And it just gives a whole script about a YouTube video about Zen and explaining Zen. It's such a cheat code. Like how like how wild is that? That's so it's a cheat code. It really is. People would have to read that light paper and understand it and put hours into work, and then take all that, create notes, turn it into an outline, write a script, turn it into a show, or you could just paste the PDF in ChatGPT and tell it to write you a script about the light paper. Like, holy shit. That is wild. Obviously, we have to have the ideas and the input and, you know, what we want to read about and learn about and talk about, but this is a whole extension. This is like an extension of our humanity. First 2 weeks rewards were huge, doing a lot of swapping. You mean on Pulsechain? Oh, for sure. I'm so glad I pulled out last night. What up, Tech Ken? Welcome, welcome. We're just doing the thing, going over some charts, talking about Zen, talking about some Pulsechain, some XenShiba. We did the $100 DCA earlier. Just hanging out. Man, I made a great move last night. So I was in all of these farms. I put $100 stablecoin and $100 of Pulse. And at the time, $100 of Pulse was like 150,000 Pulse or 200,000 Pulse. So over the last few weeks, I've earned a ton of incentive token, and I was just selling that incentive token and then buying NFTs with it. And then, obviously Pulse and PulseX, the price started to crash. So when that happened, the impermanent loss kicked in, and I lost about $10 to $15 per pair on the stablecoin side, but the PLS side shot way up. So I had, instead of 100 and 100, I had 78 stablecoin, but then I had 350,000 PLS instead of the 150,000 I started with. So last night I was like, man, this shit's gonna pump. They're getting ready for the new farms. They fucked up the V1, so they're gonna launch the V2. I better pull out before this starts to pump. And I pulled out, and it was such a good move. Today it's up 30-40%. PulseX up 26%, Pulse up 27%, Hex up 12%. I'm so glad I pulled out of those pools, because when the price shoots back up like that, then my Pulse would go down and my stable coins would go up. So I'm happy where I'm at, definitely. I got my 10 million PulseX, I got my 1.5 million PLS. I'm just gonna let it ride at this point. Which, the craziest part to me, is basically what I started with. So that's what I sacrificed. But now I have like 40 NFTs as well, on top of the sacrifice, just from the profits from the incentive token. The V2's already live? Hell yeah. I was talking the farm specifically. I know you can create liquidity with V2, but I'd like to get the farms. I'm really excited for the single-sided pools. Yeah, for sure. You didn't need to move, but I liked having that huge bag of PLS, so I wanted to pull out. If I didn't pull out, my PLS would have went down, my stablecoin would have went up, and I would have had less PLS. But since I pulled out, the price of PLS went up. I had all that extra PLS. Now it's like $100 profit because I pulled out. That was a solid move. Now once the farms launch on V2, then I'm definitely gonna get back in over there with my PLS. I'm not gonna be messing with my PLSX though. I'm saving that for the single-sided. So that should be pretty sweet. Have any of you guys messed with the Daytona decks yet? I'm afraid to connect to it. Daytona.finance. That's so funny. Looks like Vice City. Looks like some GTA shit. $700,000 locked. This looks legit though, at least the user interface. Oh wait, it's not a swap, it just took me to Pulsex. Oh, are these just the farms? I see. Yeah, there's Trevon's coin. More. You can stake some more and get 1,500% APR. Earn some Tony. Shout out to Trevon, that's cool. Is that Pulse Litecoin? What is this? This L. Oh shit, there's a Zen PLS pool over here. I was not aware of that. It's interesting. And it's not PZen, right? This is Zen. This is Zen Classic. So that must be why Zen Classic pumped 100% today, because there's a pool. People are buying up the Zen Classic and they're earning 5,000%. Oh, this makes sense now. This is why Zen pumped. We were looking at that earlier, wondering why did Zen Classic pump on Pulsechain? Yeah, look, it's up 168% right now. That's funny. I get it. I get it. It's because of this pool. How much is staked in here? Only 3,000 bucks. Interesting. Do I have any Zen? That's wild. Why didn't you guys tell me about this? What the hell? There's a Zen PLS pool over here with a 5,000% APR. That's pretty slick. Can't remember. I don't think I have any Zen Classic though. Yeah, sold it. %10 price impact on a $200 buy. That's pretty funny. That's why it's 5,000% APR, because there's no coins out there. Or there's no liquidity, rather. That's cool, though. I'm surprised I didn't hear about that. So they got Tony, which is their token, their Daytona token, the Tony token. They got PLS USDC. They got more. They got Zen, and they got Pulse Litecoin. Is that really a thing? I'm so confused. And then they got eHex. That's pretty slick. I might have to do some research. I'm really not a fan of staking in pools like this, but these are single-sided pools here. That's pretty... It's pretty interesting. You can stake your PLSX and get a 400% APR. Ugh. I might do that with my PLS, but not my PLSX. That's interesting. Shout out to the 10 watchers. Hope you guys like, subscribe, and share. Is it called Zen Classic Index Screener? No, it's not. It's not. It's just called Zen, but it's on the Pulsechain network. And then the Pulsechain Zen is called PZen. So if you look at Zen here, let me go over to Pulsechain. So you have your Zen and you have your PZen. So the Zen without the P is the Zen Classic. The PZen is the Pulsechain Zen, which is the second contract. Hexy Bastard's doing a sacrifice for his 9-inch decks. Man, you're 5 minutes late. That's funny. I was just showing the I actually did, it wasn't much. I think I did like 50 bucks or something. Yeah, I got about 600,000 points. Hexy Bastard. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, I was watching Trevon the other day and I was like, oh, another sacrifice. I have a little bit of liquidity over here. Might as well see what we can get. And this is when I was really pissed about Pulsex. So I'm like, yeah, I'll support this other DEX. That sounds cool to me. How do we claim Zen on Pulse? Head over to my YouTube channel. You're in the right place. I actually have a video. It's pretty complex. You have to use what's called the Ethereum Remix IDE. But this is the video, claiming Zen Classic Mint on Pulsechain, a step-by-step guide. And basically, this is the Ethereum Remix. This is how you deploy contracts in Ethereum, but what you can do is you use the MetaMask provider to connect your MetaMask wallet to Ethereum Remix, and then you compile the code of the contract and you can actually run the functions of the contract. Yeah, I'll put this in the chat here. Yeah, there you go, Big Smoke Crypto. It's not easy. I'll be honest, it's not easy. I'm sure someone's gonna make a front end. If there's some kind of front end to claim it, that'll definitely be easier. But basically what you do, you download the contract from their GitHub. So at the bottom of Zen.network, there's this link. It's their GitHub. Go over to their GitHub. You're going to download a zip of all the code. You're going to export the zip to the files, and then you're going to drag and drop that folder into the remix. Once you're here, you can actually go into the Zen contract, zencrypto.sol, and compile it. So you right click, you hit compile. It's going to compile. This little thing will turn green when it's finished compiling. So now that it's ready to compile, we can go ahead and hit compile. Now it's actually running the contract, running the code. Now we can go over to the deploy and run transactions, and this is where we select the MetaMask provider. Oops. So I have the injected MetaMask provider, and then I actually have to put the contract address. And since it's a fork, it's going to be the same contract address that's on Ethereum. So we'll pull that out of a Etherscan here. Perfect. So we grab this contract address, we paste it into @address. So we're basically using our MetaMask to compile this contract at this address. Once I hit address here, it gives me all the functions in the Zen contract. And then if I had a mint reward, I could hit claim. Now it's going to say I don't. C rank, no mint exists. I don't have a mint to claim, so it's estimated to fail. But if I did have one, then I could click on that button and it'll give me my Zen Mint claim. I just had it like a couple days ago, and then I'm kind of salty. I didn't know that pool was going to exist. I just kind of sold it for like a couple hundred PLS. I thought Jack added a UI to claim Zen Classic. I thought I did too. I couldn't find it anywhere. I was looking for it because I didn't want to do the stupid way with the remix either. And he said it was going to be called like Pulsechain Classic, right? Like, I swear I heard that, but I could not find it anywhere. Like, there's no... Yeah, I don't know. Where is it? I'd like to see it. Am I missing it? I might be blind. Is it not on Zen.network? Is it on some other site? You said it's on his Twitter? Yeah, hopefully he does. That'd be cool. I mean, that's super easy. I wish I was a web developer like that. Like, I know my way around. I designed the TreeCityTrading website, about as basic as of a website you could as you could do. Did the remix thing. You know, I can deploy a contract and stuff, but I couldn't design a front end for it. I wish I could. Shout out to the 8 watchers. Hope you guys are having a good Friday night. I'm already thinking ahead to the XenShiba launch tomorrow morning. Hell yeah. So we made our DCA today, and we just kept it simple. We bought some more Bitcoin, some more Ethereum, and some more Cardano. Now we're up to $133 of Bitcoin, $110 of ETH, and $60 of Cardano. So those are our 3 biggest holdings now. Coincidentally, those are my 3 biggest holdings overall. So that's kind of cool. And these are just projects I believe in. So that's why I DCA into them. You know, and we're going to continue to look at new projects, and we're going to buy some new projects. Might even buy some Pulsechain or buy some Zen. But as you guys know, I like to mint my Zen. If I'm buying Zen, it's to do something with it. I'm gonna go burn it somewhere or something. What's up, Duke Lang? Duckling? Hell yeah. Thanks for the shout out. Going back to ChatGPT. They got some more cheat codes in life. We can go back to the browser plugins, and we can turn on the web pilot, and we can say, give me 5 interesting stories on CoinDesk and Cointelegraph. Now I don't have to go searching for the crypto news. I can just tell ChatGPT to go look at the news websites and tell me what's interesting for the day. It's pretty fun. And as always, we're sipping out of our Zen Crypto Mint Your Future mug. Definitely check it out. ZenMerch.store. They got some awesome stuff. I got some stuff on the way too. I might have a couple shirts I'm looking at. Got some prototypes on the way. Why did Bitcoin's price rise? Bitcoin hovers over 27K as investors shrug off hot jobs data. I saw that. I really want to hear about this new legislation. Here's some interesting stories from Cointelegraph. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, the real news. U.S. lawmakers aim for crypto regulatory clarity with proposed bill putting screws to the SEC. Yeah, fuck the SEC, for real. Let's see what we got going on here. The framework under the bill would allow certain tokens to qualify as digital commodities if they were decentralized, and crack down on SEC's previous approach to crypto. That's good, man. Fuck the SEC. F you, Gary Gensler. This is what we like to see. This is solid. This is a progressive movement in the right direction. Lawmakers with the U.S. Financial Services Committee and the House Agriculture Committee have released a draft discussion offering certain crypto assets a pathway to being labeled digital commodities. Fuck yeah, that's awesome. I mean, that's exactly. Obviously, Zen's going to be a digital commodity. There's no question. You know, there's no question. Same with Bitcoin. It's going to be interesting what they start calling the coins that had ICOs and stuff. If they actually call those securities, or since it's no longer a security, like Ethereum was sold as a security during their ICO, but now it's generally established that it's not a security because it's so decentralized at this point. It's kind of out of the hands of the Ethereum Foundation. According to a discussion draft published June 2nd, lawmakers proposed establishing a functional framework, yes, aimed at providing regulatory clarity for crypto firms in the United States. The draft bill would prohibit the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission from denying digital asset trading platforms from registering as a regulated alternative trading system and allow such firms to offer digital commodities and payment stablecoins. That is the most bullish thing I've ever heard. The draft bill would prohibit the SEC from denying digital assets trading platforms. You have no idea how big that is. If this passes, the SEC cannot do anything with trading platforms. They're no longer allowed to deny digital asset trading platforms from registering as regulated alternative trading system. It's not going to be a security. It's going to be a regulated alternative trading system. That is a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Do we have some footage here or something? That'd be nice. In the most significant crypto oversight proposal Congress has come up this year, the proposed legislation would crack down a lot of checkboxes. The proposed legislation would check a lot of boxes the digital asset sector's clamoring for. For the CFTC, the draft bill would set up a new category of registered business, a digital commodity exchange, where certified crypto commodities would trade. The new exchanges would have to comply with the agency's usual protections, including full segregation of customer assets. That's exactly what we need. Full segregation of customer assets, so there's no more FTX situations. Regulation from the CFTC, where it's actually regulated as a commodity and not a security, and have a digital commodity exchange where certified commodities can trade. That's what we need in crypto. This is such good news. Shout out to ChatGPT for bringing this to my attention. Hell yeah. Well, we've been going for about an hour. It's been a good Friday night so far. Hope you guys have a good night. I think I'm gonna go chill out. Might play some Call of Duty. I heard the new Diablo's out. I might download that if I'm able to play. I'm not sure if it's public yet. But hope everybody has a good Friday. Yeah, LS, I'm curious, what is the site? It's not on Zen Network, or at least I can't find it. Either way, I hope you guys give me a follow on Twitter. Handles TreeCityWest. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Definitely check out TreeCityTrading.us. You can track the portfolio as we go. We're just having a good time. We'll be back live tomorrow morning at 7:45 for the XenShiba launch. 7:45 Eastern time in the morning on a Saturday. I'm gonna have my coffee ready to go. Hope you guys will join me.
He's on fire!
And with that, on that note, I am out. I hope you guys have a safe and happy Friday night. Nah, I can't see the URL, unfortunately. Send it to me on Twitter. I'll retweet it though, and we'll talk about it tomorrow morning. But I'm heading out, guys. I hope you have a good night. Everybody stay safe, and I will see you tomorrow morning at 7:45. Peace out.